Here's a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition Podcast, aka CAP.
They gon' love me for my ambition.
But pertaining to this, right, Martin Lawrence, right, and this is a double-edged sword to even talk about this topic, but it's reality. Martin Lawrence has been viral for the past month, not only for the new Bad Boys movie, but because fans are questioning whether he is actually healthy and okay or not, right? But this is not the first time that they question his health. For years, they've been talking about Martin Lawrence's health. Why? Because there was a rumor that, I want to say late 90s, early 2000s, when he was prepping for Big Mama. Remember the Big Mama movie?
Yeah.
And he had to wear the big suit. Martin Lawrence was exercising outside, prepping, and he had a heat stroke, they said, years ago, right? And they say the popular narrative online is that Martin Lawrence has never been the same since, right? He hasn't been the same since. And when you look at Martin Lawrence in interviews and just on camera, there seems to be something maybe off, but it could just be him getting older, him going through personal health issues. You know, doesn't seem nothing too crazy, you know. But there's been a couple clips that have gone viral, and he was to the point that he's now addressing in interviews, right? They said that he might have suffered from a stroke and has been recovering from a stroke. He said on Sway's Universe, shout out to Sway the legend, in a new interview with Will Smith and Sway, that he didn't have a stroke. He's denying. He's like, I didn't have a stroke. I'm fine, etc. But the craziest part about this is when you watch the new Bad Boys movie, in the Bad Boys movie, he had a heart attack, his character. Also, he's suffering from delusion, right? Because people said during that heat stroke, allegedly Martin Lawrence in real life went crazy back then. That he went crazy, etc. To the point that they try to connect it to like when Dave Chappelle allegedly ran off to Africa and like he went crazy. He said that money drove people crazy, etc. Right?
Yeah.
So they're trying to say that about Martin years ago. Now we have him in the movie, going crazy in the movie, literally like after going through health issues, and then always saying what? I can't die. Well, he said, it's not my time. I can't die. I don't die.
Is it really him going crazy though? Or is it more of like
spiritual soulfulness?
Because of spiritual revelations and
like
shit
a spiritual
that he had.
revelation.
Like he's woken up again.
Like he's woken up again,
Yeah.
like he's living another life again.
He said he saw multiple lives, and he's like making jokes. He's like I didn't want to tell you this. He's always like I didn't want to tell you this, but
Your soul.
he's like your soul. He's like your soul is small, like a baby. He's like mine is more like a
Mother.
and he's like I want to just breastfeed you or some shit like that.
To
That
Will,
nigga's
he did it to Will.
hilarious.
Or he's like I also didn't want to tell you in one of those you was a donkey.
Yeah.
He's like I owned you. He was like you was a bad donkey. He's like you see that's the shit I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I think it's just like the revelation shit that he had during the thing. But it is funny though that they're doing that now. You think they're just playing on?
I think that they could be playing into the rumors.
Yeah, it's satire.
With the movie.
Yeah.
Doing satirical, you know what I'm saying?
Mocking those type of people who go through those experiences and then have that like fake
Exactly.
epiphany of their spirituality.
But the bigger conversation to be had is people are not even talking about this because like even Joe Budden, the biggest podcasters, they'll talk about it and they'll be like, all right, moving on. Because it's like it's taboo to talk about someone's health. A prime example, Chadwick Boseman. When Chadwick Boseman was seen pictured looking thinner, people were like, oh my God, what's
He
going
looks
on
like
with
he's
him?
on drugs.
People were like confused. Is he on drugs? What's going on with him? We're hoping he's okay. And then privately he was battling, I believe it was cancer, right? And he passed away, but he kept it private because he didn't want people to know about his battles and his struggles, right? And people are like, it's none of our business, right? It's none of our business. We shouldn't care, etc. But I will also argue that you can't be mad at people caring when visually they feel like something's going on. Like if it's visually in your face, it's like, okay, something obviously must have happened, right? Jamie Foxx, another example. Remember, Jamie Foxx had like a kind of like a disappearance because he was struggling. He went through something. We still really don't know what happened. We still don't know. He never really addressed it.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx, like, there was like a clone. There's a Jamie Foxx clone.
swear to God,
and then they were like fake saying that he passed away, and he was like,
Yes.
And then his daughter or someone came out and they're like, no, like he's fine.
Now
No
we
one knew if
have.
And
he
then
was
like
dead
a
or not.
month later, something they finally see him like on a boat or some shit.
Yeah, because they didn't know he was in the hospital for weeks and they didn't know if he was dead or not.
Yes, now we have the Martin Lawrence clone, right? That they're saying is a clone. 59 years old, Martin Lawrence. Here's the Sway clip of him talking about this directly.
A big round of applause for him again.
Thank you. And thank you for saying that we look good and that I look good, because there's a rumor out there that I had a stroke. Man,
man.
That's totally not true. So I just want to clear that up. But I thank everybody for the concern and the love, and just thank you. But Marty's all good.
Marty's all right.
There's also a rumor, and I wasn't gonna bring it up, that you're a clone. That was the one that I heard.
That
That
one.
you been clone.
Well, that's AI.
Yeah.
Right? And then now, for reference, I have another link to another clip, I believe, where he addressed it again, and I think it leads to, yeah, this is him addressing it on Hot 97 that I
Is that what
posted it.
everybody's taking? You on the balcony waving to people, you looking around? Were you looking around like, yo, this is massive? Because
I sure was.
people took it like something was wrong with your health or something.
I was like, oh, this is rock concert stuff. What that good, though? I'm all good. No need for people to be concerned. And I'm healthy as hell. Stop the rumors. I was like, oh my goodness, man.
But I want to say to them, your health. Say to them what.
I'm fine. I'm in God's hands. I'm blessed. You know, I'm glad to be waking up every day.
Still handsome in a way.
And they had like a weird edit right there. And people were questioning why did they edit that, Hot 97, during that moment, right? And then this is the main clip that went viral of people saying that Martin looks suspicious, right? This is them at a premiere, I believe, overseas. And then we have Will Smith helping Martin, having to help him by holding his hand to bring him forward.
That nigga looks like he has anxiety.
Yeah, something's going on right here. But there's like some stumbleness to his movement, right? Like some slowness, kind of staggeredness.
I mean,
he's 59.
He's older, right? Yeah.
No,
he's 59.
Old,
59, bro.
My thing is this with the whole cloning argument. If there's anyone I'm gonna clone, it's not Martin Lawrence, respectfully, bro. What the fuck do I get out of that? Yo, I'm cloning Biden. That nigga can't even walk. Like, yo, if we being honest, right? There's a lot of other niggas that should be cloned. You telling me they're cloning Martin Lawrence?
Yeah.
Where the fuck have you seen Martin Lawrence outside, bro? Like, yo, y'all gotta use some logic, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And if you watch the movie, right, and Marlon could probably attest to this, obviously visually, especially his face in the movie, you can see that there's obviously a weight gaining. You can see his face looks
he's
like
definitely
more.
got bigger.
He's gotten bigger, right? So there's definitely weight gained. But the movie's an action movie, so it pertains to more physical activity. I will say, from watching the movie, his behavior and actions in the movie do not align to how he's spoken in interviews, right? Where he's kind of more softer spoken, etc. Maybe it's just the way he is. There is something in his eyes, especially in that first clip we played, where it kind of seems like some like inflammation possibly around his eyeballs. I pray that he's okay. You know, if he says that he's okay, right? But there's a case of him maybe trying to keep whatever is maybe going on private to himself.
Yeah.
And I've watched a lot of their interviews, bro. To me, it comes off as Will might know something, but he's protecting him and like being like guiding the interviews and like
It felt like that with the video.
even when the video when he's holding his hand, you know, it's almost it's like sad to see because it's like he says he's okay, but I don't know, man.
He's also 59. We gotta accept him,
He's
bro.
59, right?
Yeah.
Will Smith is what, 50?
I think so.
Because remember he had that whole thing when he turned 50 and like he like bungee jumped, he did a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
that was recently too.
Yeah, that was recent. He might be like 52, 53. But Martin's definitely older, 59.
Niggas is old, bro. Like,
Yeah.
niggas, we are just not used to our idols getting old. They're getting old. That's life.
Yeah.
I can't handle it. He's still 30.
Yeah, and that lineup's crispy. The
Crispy as hell.
lineup, great.
I'm mad as hell.
His makeup or whatever, the face would just look great in the interview.
Yeah.
So he looks good. So prayers and thoughts with Martin Lawrence. Comment down below, how do you guys feel? If it's something that you're worried about, should we not worry about? Do you care? Do you not care? It's none of our fucking business. Then it's none of our fucking business. But that's a major story that people keep talking about right now.
They gon' love me for my ambition.
And that was a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition Podcast, Cap. If you're looking to watch the full episode, make sure to go check it out right now. It's available on audio and also on YouTube.